Pawtucket Hazelbacker.
Joined by 2010 All-American from Ball State, Jeremy Hazelbaker, now in AAA with the Pawtucket Red Sox, and here playing for his first time professionally in Indiana, making the trip down to Indianapolis. First off, what's it like being home? Welcome back.
It's nice. You know, it's a long season. You know, it's a grind. We play 144 games a season, and then we have spring training on top of that. So, you're gone a lot. You're away from family, friends, everybody pretty much. So, to get to come back to Indiana to play, close to home, it's a great homecoming, and especially when you have those family and friends coming to the game, cheering you on. It's really nice.
How many tickets did you have for Monday, the first game?
Only 20. That I'm just doing immediate family, but a bunch of other people got bought tickets and did their own thing.
How much do you still follow Ball State and keep track of guys that I guess until last year were pretty much still your teammates?
Yeah, we like me and Vidic, we play together, and like we were together in spring training. So of course, we talk about it, and some other guys here that have played in the MAC that are on my team now, we talk about it and give each other a hard time. So of course we follow it, just some sort of bragging rights. But still, it's nice to be able to follow a team, especially that's doing well, and kind of keep them, kind of cheer them on from the background.
What's your recollection of Ball State? Your best memories of your 3 years as a Cardinal?
It's hard to pick out just one, but of course playing baseball, having a scholarship to go there and play baseball, that takes up all your time. So really, just baseball altogether. Of course my junior year was the best year I had in baseball, playing college ball. So that stands out more than most. But altogether, it was an awesome experience. So there's not really one thing that I can pick out.
People always like beating the Hoosiers. They like beating Purdue. They like knocking off other Indiana schools. Your junior year, you had the walk-off to beat Indiana.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that experience. I'm sure you can't pick out one, but I'm sure that's probably among the top of your experiences.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's definitely one of them. We're Ball State. That's one of the teams that. It's big. It's big in it's big in Indiana. So of course, we're trying to pick off other teams that look at themselves as, the upper echelon, or however you want to look at it. So, just being in that situation, that pressure situation, and being able to, to get a home run and take the win against IU, that was an awesome feeling, and that was my first walk-off hit, and that's one of those memories you wouldn't give back for anything.
What happened that year for you? Your junior season, you hit 400 literally all year after game 2.
Yeah.
You started 2 for 9, and then after that you're over 400 the entire season. That's got to be kind of a nice feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very nice feeling. I can't even put that in words really. I had an outstanding year, that year in college, and that's just something you can't really. You really can't put in words. It was a lot of fun. Had a great group of guys that was there with us, and it was that much fun. I got moved to the outfield that year, and I guess I would look at that as taking a lot of pressure off me. I was playing a second, not playing too well, so that was a lot of pressure. And when I got moved to the outfield, it was kind of relaxing, and it gave me more confidence. More time to worry about my hitting, and that's what I did. I focused on my hitting a lot more, and it worked out for me.
Kind of led me into my next question, but what else were the big changes for that junior year to make that kind of a dramatic leap? What kind of work went into that? When you talked about being able to focus more on your offense, what did that include, and how much effort did people not see that goes into that?
Well, after my sophomore year, my last year, second, I went into my coach's office that year, Greg Beals, and I talked to him. I said, I'm tired of not playing, tired of riding the bench, and what do I need to do to get a starting spot for next year? And he said, he was thinking about moving to the outfield, and I said, okay. So, as soon as he said that, it was all outfield, and I went to summer ball that year, and I told him, I was an outfielder, didn't want to play any second, didn't want to play any infield, just keep me in the outfield anywhere, and let me work on it. And being fast, that helped, and it came natural. So, I got the chance to do that, and came back that season, and I was a starting center fielder, and really just came natural. So it worked out well, and just had a lot of fun.
In retrospect, what's Ball State mean to you? What kind of place does the university, does the team hold in your heart?
I wouldn't go anyplace else. I got so much from going there. I gained so much. It's 15 minutes from my house, so of course that helps. So just everything, being able to play in those games. I started as a freshman, and I ended starting my junior year, got drafted out of there. So what I wanted to happen happened. So I wouldn't change any of it.
We can update Cardinal fans on where you are now. This is your first full season in AAA. How close is the taste of Major League Baseball? This is the closest you've ever been. I'm sure you can feel like you're almost reaching for it, can't you?
Yeah, it's right there. I had a good spring training, and it was my first invite to big league camp. So I got to play with all the guys that are up there now, and play against guys that are on other teams that are up there. So it gives you the taste, like you said. You have a taste. You got a little bit of it during spring training, and you're not far from it. And that's what's great. You're right there, and you're doing what you need to do. And there's a reason you're here. There's a reason I'm still in AAA, and that's motivation for me. I know I still have stuff to work on. I know I still have stuff that I need to do, and that's my motivation. But knowing I'm close, and knowing it's the next level, that's also motivation.
I know it's not as much of a differential between teams as you come up the organization. There's not much of a dividing line between teams. You guys all kind of mingle together when it comes to spring training, developmental, fall leagues, things like that. But is there still kind of an awestruck nature when you go to big league camp for the first time and you're seeing all the guys that maybe you've watched on TV for years, and all of a sudden you're one of them?
Yeah, you're definitely in awe. The first few days you're up there, you're around all the guys, playing with all the guys, talking to them, mingling with them. You're kind of starstruck for a little bit, and then you snap out of it. You realize it's the same game you've been playing your whole life, and realize the difference. The difference is that they can repeat everything. They can repeat their swings. They can do everything just like I can. They can just repeat it every time. Time and again, they can do the same thing.
Was there a moment where it hit you? Did you look around and see somebody, or somebody did something where you said, I'm almost here?
Just the level I'm at, just what I'm doing just every day. It's just like I keep talking about the repetition. I'm getting close to it, and I know I'm not far. So it's just repeating what I'm doing.
How neat is it being where you are too? Because it's kind of a historic team. McCoy Stadium, I know, is kind of a historic stadium. It's got its quirks to it. It's got to be neat to be a Pawtucket Red Sox as well.
Yeah, Pawtucket Red Sox. Being part of the Boston, organization. Playing for them, that's being in that organization. It's achievement all in itself. It's such a great organization. They bring up, amazing players. They have amazing talent, and the guys, the Hall of Famers, all the guys out there. It's something special to put on that uniform, and to be able to call yourself, a Boston Red Sox. To be in this organization.
They've got Colbert and Vidic too. You mentioned that earlier. You played together last year in Portland in AA. That neat? I know you probably don't think about it off the bat, but do you realize I got a teammate playing behind me? Yeah,
it's nice. It's nice playing with somebody that you've known for, years prior to this. Before pro ball was even a thought in my mind. It's great to, know somebody, coming in behind you the year after you, that you've played with before, you've been in college with.
Jeremy, really appreciate the time. Certainly best of luck. All right.
Definitely. Thank you very much.